Hi guys, welcome back to Nico's World. This is Nico's tank here. I apologize for the glare. As you see, it's really relatively clean. That's because I cleaned it yesterday. I'm going to turn off our heat lamp and move it onto the side of the tank. Okay. And I'm also going to apologize ahead of time if it's really shaky or you might not see correctly. I am trying to do this one-handed. So Nico is in her warm house at the moment. So I'm going to show you how to properly handle your leopard gecko. So she's in there. I'm going to see if she wants to even come out first. Before I try to take her house off to get her, I'm going to see if she wants to come out. Come here, Nico. That's the sound I make that she recognizes. Right now, I don't think she wants to come out into the light. I think she's kind of not wanting to do it. Usually, you can attract them by making noises, kind of with your fingers, wiggling them around. So you guys, to successfully try and pick up your leopard gecko, you're going to want to try not to force them to get onto your hands. You're going to want to put it in front of them. See if they want to climb onto it but I've had her for a while now, and she usually doesn't want to, but look at that. She is starting to climb onto me. Come on, girl. She never does. Okay. Okay, come on all the way up, Nico. There we go. So, normally you'd want to do that with your leopard gecko because to force them to get on your hands by picking them up isn't always the best idea, because it can stress them out very easily. But if it so happens that your gecko does not want to climb onto your hand, and you have to force them, so you take your 3 fingers, go under the belly. Oh, she doesn't like it. Go under the belly, 3 fingers, and pull them up. She's like, what's happening? I'll show you that one more time. Or you can do this. Sometimes I'll take my fingers and spread them and pick her up that way. Or you can even just pick them. Oh, she doesn't want to be picked up. Or you can put it in front of them. A lot of times I like to make almost like a wall, so they feel if there's a wall of some sort, she feels like she has to climb over it. See, she starts climbing onto my hand that way. I like doing it like that with her. So that's how you normally want to pick them up. How to play with them and hold them. So Nico here, you always want to have one hand in front of them, because sometimes they'll all of a sudden start to move really quickly. I will show you, like right now she's super chill, so like she doesn't really want to move around a whole lot, but there, see, she just all of a sudden starts to move forward, and you always want to have one hand in front of them, especially if you're holding them while you're standing up. For beginners, I would highly suggest that you guys sit on the floor. If I want, I can stand up while holding her. Sometimes that'll help, but you don't have to hold them the whole time. If you even want, you can build trust with them by, instead of holding them the whole time, set them on the ground. Let them crawl around a little bit if you feel comfortable. With Nico, we can let her just crawl around on the ground and do what she wants to do, as long as she's not going into an area that we don't want her going into. But they're actually really fun. We've tried making mazes for her, like out of Legos and stuff, but that didn't really work because she's so smart. She just climbs right over the walls. But I mean, they can go under tunnels and through tunnels. They like doing those stuff like that. But if we ever do stuff like that, we usually reward her, because having a leopard gecko do stuff like that, it can be a little stressful for them in a way. So when we do that, we always reward her with a mealworm at the end, for being a good girl, usually, for doing that. But usually, like, see, if I let her down, look at, she likes doing that. She's gonna climb. I don't know if you can see her, she's right here. But sometimes she'll all of a sudden dart off. So when I do this, I make sure to be very careful. She can squeeze through really tight spaces. I've had her squeeze through my fingers. If there's somewhere you don't want him to go, make sure to block that area off or keep a close eye on them, because they can run really, really fast. So you want to watch that. But she's a really good leopard gecko. She doesn't usually like to run off, but occasionally she will run off. And let them climb around on you sometimes. It'll also build trust. Like, if you put them on your legs, their claws do hurt a tad, but not very much. So, I let her climb around on my arm sometimes, or like how she's doing when she's sitting on my leg. I do lots of stuff like that with her. I think they also enjoy it themselves, but see, she likes, sometimes she'll hang like that, but they have really good grip on things. Since they have claws instead of sticky toe pads, they can grip onto your skin really well, so there's less of a chance that they'll hurt themselves. But don't take my word for that, they can still hurt themselves. Nico has never really ever hurting us before. I mean, she's bit me before, but that was because I was holding a cricket in my hand, a mealworm, and she thought I was giving it to her, and she had, it was in between these fingers, so she had to bite my fingers to get to it. But she's never done it to, like, hurt me or to defend herself before. Also, I've actually heard leopard geckos are the only gecko with vocal cords. I believe so. So I actually heard Nico, sounded like almost like a whistle when I heard it. I only heard it once. It was when we first got her, and she was kind of stressed out. So it was kind of like a whistle. It was a mix between a whistle and a squeak. When I heard it, but she's never made another noise besides that I've heard. Um, but I don't know. She could have made it several times during the night or when we were not here. But yeah. So she just likes climbing around. Make sure you always have that second hand in front of you, or see she'll start climbing up my arm like this. But make sure sometimes you don't want them going too high, because if you don't know how to get them down, then like I've had them crawl on my shoulder. I've had her crawl on my shoulder at a point where I'm not super comfortable. So you want to make sure that you're comfortable where they're at. Also, to test how long you're having them out and when you should put them back, their stomach, or their underbelly, is usually warm when you take them out because they've probably been on your heat mat or in your heat lamp or whatever you have. So it's usually really warm. And you can usually tell when to put them back if their belly is really cold or starting to get cooler than it should be. You can put them back. But how you can tell that is they'll like sometimes when they crawl around you, their stomach will look at right now. Her stomach is on my hand, or it was, and you can feel if it's warm or cold. Right now, she is not feeling too cold. But next week on Nico's World, don't forget to like and subscribe. By the way, I always post videos every week.